Okay, here we got the Cat 938G. Kind of give you a walk through on how this guy works. On this side we have our master switch right here. We're off, on. Okay, so master's on. Always turn it off when we park it. Sure that's locked. We're looking underneath the machine for any leaks. We're looking at the tires when we're walking around. No leaks. Tires look good. Save you a world of headaches just by taking a quick glance at stuff before you go take it out into the field. Over on this side, we have our oil. We always check oil in any machine before we take it. Dipstick on this thing's kind of bent, so check our fuel cap, make sure that's on tight, make sure our oil filter cap's on tight. We can look in here, check and see how the belts are doing. Up here, this is our coolant reservoir sight glass, so we just take a look, make sure that there's coolant in there. Looks good in there. The loaders get parked pretty close together. The trick with this Cat is to get it as close to this wall as possible. It just didn't get put away quite right last time. Okay, so in the cab, pretty straightforward. Keys over here, loader controls are right here. Heater controls are down here. The biggest thing is the shifting, I guess. You want it in speed 2 when you're like hooking up to attachments, stuff like that, backing it in here, right? You don't want to be backing it in here in speed 4. But to be out on the road and pretty much everything you're going to do in the world, you're just going to be in speed 4, pushing snow. We cannot shift this machine while it's in gear or moving. Neutral, come to a complete stop, then you can shift. Same with going forward to reverse. I don't want you shifting on the fly. Always come to a complete stop, go to reverse. Complete stop, go to forward. Okay, just like in a car. Key on, we got our flashers, turn signals, right? One thing that'll kind of trip a guy up is the emergency brake is right down here, and if it isn't all the way down and you go to shift into forward or reverse, it won't actually, the loader won't go anywhere, right? So if this is up 1 click, which it's easy to get stuck up 1 click, and you're wondering why it won't go into forward, you gotta make sure the brake is all the way down, go back to neutral, and then go into forward, and it'll go. So we got our lights, front and there's a rear. Don't have the rear on when you're driving around. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine, people with their rear lights on driving down the road. There's no reason for it. Once you're on site, it's a great thing to have it on. So and then down here is our beacon. Okay, so that's our beacon. We got to get a new beacon in here. It's not lighting up anymore, but the new one will just plug right into the cigarette lighter. And then we got front and rear wipers. So that pretty much covers that. Yep. Keep an eye on the gauges. Keep an eye on the fuel. Right, this thing's got a huge fuel tank. It could go a couple storms without needing fuel, but we got to make sure that we don't ever leave it with less than half a tank, right? Which we're just over that right now. So that pretty much covers the 938G.